Hello, welcome to St. John Vianney Parish. Father Ed Cornath here. This weekend, we celebrate the second Sunday in Lent. We welcome Sarah Hart to our Masses this weekend to kick off our parish mission. Consider this a chance for yourself to have a little stay-at-home retreat. Come to the sessions and meditate on some of the things you'll be sharing with us along the way. This weekend, after our morning Masses, we have Donut Sunday. I love those donuts. Please join us after Mass for donuts and coffee and juice in the church hall downstairs. It's a great opportunity to make new friends in the parish and to help create a spirit of warmth and welcome. Today, we learn about what it is to be on our standing committees. These committees are essential for the continued success of our parish. In addition to these standing committees, we will also be inviting you to consider being a part of our athletics committee. We'll see a little video clip now. Hello, everybody. Father Ed Cornath here. This is one of our common leadership nights, and very soon we'll be doing our discernment for our different committees. And sometimes people think, well, what do some of our SJV committees do? Well, we gather a couple times a year for a common leadership night, which means that all the committees gather in church. We gather to pray a little bit, which is always the foundation of everything that we do. And then after our prayer, we break up into our different groups. We all have our own rooms that we go to right up here on the second floor of the parish center. And we're going to be visiting some of those groups, and then after about an hour and 15 minutes, the groups gather downstairs for a nice meal. Yes, you will be fed at these meetings. And then we just discuss what we shared in common, and we continue to set the vision for our parish community. Well, this is where the worship committee meets, so let's go inside.
Because we got it very late.
As you see, they're engaged in very good discussion here to always improve the quality of our worship here at St. John Vianney Parish. We had a wonderful holiday season. We're looking forward to Lent, and certainly these people around the table here help in all those aspects: environment, music, the children's liturgy, every phase of worship. And certainly in anything, we always look for people to serve on the worship committee.
Oh, this is 2018.
One of the main apostolates of our parish is, of course, our school. So we're going to take a peek here and see what the school committee is up to tonight. Come on.
37 kids doing forensics this year, which is our biggest team ever.
Look at that, 37 kids doing forensics.
Very lucky to have 3 middle school teachers also helping out this year. So because of our large...
Well, I was in forensics when I was in school. It gives you a good sense of self-confidence and thinking on your feet.
Got it, Father. You're welcome to come on.
Thank you. Hey, and as we gather here today, we are beginning the second semester, third quarter. Well, we'll leave the school committee to do their important work for St. John Vianney Parish and school. Well, we're going to go and see what the formation committee does. So come on in. Let's see what our formation committee does.
Okay, stop talking about Father Ed.
Hi, how's everybody doing tonight?
We're doing
Oh, very good. Well, in a little nutshell of 2 or 3 sentences, what is this committee all about?
Helping all our formation at every level, from beginning with baptism classes to our youth and Christian formation to our adult formation. That is the basic thing we do here.
And that's important. One of the main aspects of our church is to preach the gospel and to celebrate the sacraments. And we do that with Bible study groups, men's groups, women's groups, sacramental preparation, our family faith formation program. And these people all take an active part in helping us to plan those programs and to get the gospel message to everybody as much as we can. Well, have a good rest of your meeting now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
We're here with the Human Concerns Committee, and they were just talking about how this is a community of action. A committee that really takes the gospel and runs with it by feeding the hungry, working with our mission parish in Peru, being instrumental in all the different human concerns and needs that we have here. We collect food for our food pantry for St. Joseph's Basilica, and we have outreach, and we do wonderful, wonderful things, and it's a great group to be a part of. And if in one sentence or two sentences, what do you guys do?
We make sure that all the liaisons and all of our ministries are filled, and making sure we take care of those ministries and helping out those in need in our community.
And there certainly are a lot of people in need.
And as a liaison, what you want to do is connect the ministry to the parish. So any concerns that they have, additional information, questions, whatever, we're kind of the go-between. So then we bring that here, and then they share with the parish.
Every common leadership night is also, we also have a meal that we serve, and there's always one committee that's in charge of it, and that committee meets down here in our fellowship hall. This is the Stewardship Committee. Stewardship, of course, is the linchpin of everything that we do. Stewardship is a sharing of our time, talent, and treasure. Stewardship is what it means to be a disciple of Jesus. All of our committees certainly are hardworking, and so let's see what the Stewardship Committee is up to tonight. Well, hello everybody. This is our Parish Stewardship Committee, group of hard workers, just like all the other committees that we visited. So we'll leave them to their work tonight, and after our meeting, all the other groups will gather here today for a little fellowship. So what's next? The nomination form is in today's bulletin for you to examine and consider. Next weekend, after the homily, we will walk you through the nomination process, and you can then nominate yourself or someone else to any of the 5 standing committees or the athletic committee. Nominees will then be notified, and if they accept, they will be invited to a come-and-see evening at the next common leadership night. Discernment to the committee takes place at our June meetings. Please give this some serious consideration, since the leadership role here at SJV is most vital to our parish life and operations. And one last thing with the flu and coronavirus, please know that at the sign of peace, you really don't have to shake the hand of your neighbor if you don't want to. It does not mean that we're being rude or anything like that. We just have to use common sense. We can smile at each other, nod at each other, eye contact, put one's hand on the heart. Some people from some cultures make a little slight bow to each other, and certainly to from the common cup, the Lord's precious blood. It's an option. You can partake of the cup or not. In this season of flu and diseases, we'll just use a little common sense, as I'm sure we always do. So let's turn our hearts to worship God. Thanks.